How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Strikeout Beer Quick Beer Reviews with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
What's up, man?
Oh, I'm just living the dream. That's about it. That's as good as it gets. Can't complain. We're gonna drink garage beer. It's a classic light beer. This is a beer flavored beer.
Okay.
Let's
So
see.
go ahead.
According to the can, 4% alcohol by volume, 95 calories, 3 carbs. This is the side of the can where beer brands tell their story. But we thought you would rather just drink beer with your buddies. Garage beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients. That's it. Keep it light. Cheers. So here we go. Let's get into this. We already had the lime, depending on what order that these are released. If we release them in order, then we had the lime first. But maybe we drop this one first, or maybe you see this review first, and we already had the lime. Very light.
Yeah, it's another thin looking, super light,
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Cheers. Mazel, mazel, good things.
Mm-hmm. Now I have both cans here, so I wanted to look at them real quick. Yeah, 4%, 95 calories, 3 grams of carbs. I'm looking for, we talked about this earlier, produced for Jock Beer, LLC, DBA Garage Beer, by Garage Beer, Irwindale. It's pretty much the same thing I got here.
This one does not say, because I know you were complaining on the last one because it said it was a malt beverage. This does not say it's a malt beverage.
I don't see that either. And so that's what I was telling you during the last one. I was like, I don't think this actually classifies as a beer.
Well, this does.
Well, this one, yeah, it's a light beer, which actually does taste more like a light American light lager, right?
Yeah.
Light beer, the way it's used to be. The way it used to be made, small batches, premium ingredients, cool, refreshing beer. I don't know if that's light beer. Light beer is kind of, when you think about it, you think about like, say, Miller Lite, Bud Light, things like that. They were never, if they were in small batches, it was for.
Well, that's my thing. Like, this is a mass produced beer. You're telling me you're brewing this in small batches?
Small batches, with 87,000 check-ins here and there, whatever. It's like, you want to say small, but I think actually it's small. It's a relative term, right? This beer is only available in like certain states, so it's kind of one of those things where it's not like mass produced. It's not available in all 50 states, stuff like that. So I think that it's smaller compared to other companies. But yeah, this isn't like Small Batch Friday at Three Nations.
Okay,
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like a single tank or something like this.
Right.
I don't buy it for a second.
So you're saying they're liars?
I'm just saying I believe something different than what they're telling me.
Okay.
34,896 check-ins on Untappd, 27,199 unique, 1,457 are the average monthly, 3.43 on the average score, 24,520 check-ins. Is this not a small batch beer?
Yeah, small batch.
So, but I actually like this. Even though it is super thin, but at least it tastes like beer, right? Ooh, what the hell was that?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Did you bite your lip?
No, I
You punched in the mouth, or the herp's back?
No, was playing catch with the kiddo, and we were in like a batting cage, and she threw a rainbow up, and it hit the top of the net, and just came down weird.
Rolled off the net.
Yeah, and got me right in the lip. And I'm just like, she's like, "You okay, Dad?" Yes, I'm just spitting up blood and bleeding out. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Bleeding out. I did put a little beer salt in there with the little lime just to kind of, spruce this up a little bit. I don't know why, but I brought it in here. I'm going to use it. Now, I'll tell you this for this beer right here. I like this so far. for a super light American lager. It seems pretty crushable, and it actually tastes like beer. The last one I was
Well,
barking the whole time that it did not taste like beer.
because it was lime flavored, and it tasted like lime.
I've had lime flavored beers before, and
Yeah.
nothing was that where it was just kind of like drinking lime. And and I'm telling you, I read it. And it said malt beverage. That was in my head the entire time, but this one doesn't say it. And I think this one actually is beer. I think the other one is just something different. But yeah, no,
Lime
this
flavored. It's just
it's
it's
not
lime
bad though.
flavored.
It's super light. I mean, I'm not a fan of beers that are say under 5%, or under 4.5. You start talking 4%. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had
Which is
little
weird
bits before
'cause
from Brutal. That was
well,
like a
that was
2%.
2%. That was 2.3%.
You know what I mean?
But that's weird coming from you because you used to be the light beer guy, right? Like before we started doing the podcast and all that. Uh, Even before then, before we started doing, we would do our bets every week, right? On FanDuel lineups.
Mhm.
And the loser would bring a 6-pack of beer that we would share at softball. And before that, you were all Bud Light, all
Yeah.
Bud Light, all Miller Light. If I brought Coors Light, you were drinking Coors Light. You weren't touching any craft beers.
No, yeah. I
And
was
so you weren't drinking anything that was over, you know,
5%.
right.
Everything was 4.5.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
now
4.5.
it's like, now you're like, oh, well, I don't really drink anything that's like under 5%. Like that's just, or like a 4%er. Like
Listen,
you're all, you're a beer snob now. Let's just say it.
no, no, no.
No,
Most of the beers that I have in my fridge are Miller
you
Lite and White Claws. Everybody knows this. If
you
anybody that
look
follows us on
down. If we're
TikTok or
drinking, if
Instagram,
we're drinking stuff for the show,
Mm.
you look down on the little beers.
No.
Don't you know me? You were just doing it.
Nope.
You were just like, look, I don't really drink 4%ers, and I don't
I
really
don't.
understand what the point is.
I don't
Like, what
understand
are we
the point.
doing here? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like over the clothes stuff. Like, really, what are we doing here? We're really doing over the clothes? Come on now.
It
Like,
started with over the clothes, then it went under clothes, and it was started mouth stuff and butt stuff, and then a little front stuff and back stuff. You know what I mean? It was all over the place. So,
yeah,
but yeah, no, this like 4% beers, it's like it's just a little too light, right? I mean, even like Mick Ultra, I think Mick Ultra's like 4.2 or 4.3 or something like that. Miller Lite's like 4.5, if I'm not mistaken. Bud Light was in the same range. I mean, the only reason I drank Bud Light ever since I was like 20 something years old. And the only reason I stopped was because they changed the recipe. And that was it. I'd still be drinking it now. And I switched over to Miller Lite when that happened. And that's been it since, whatever. But yeah, no, I don't hurts my name, sir.
yeah,
Hey, I got
okay.
more White Claws and Miller Lite than than they got on the shelf at Kroger.
I'm just saying, when it comes time for the show, you're like, oh, what's this 4%? Or like, what are we doing here?
It's just weird to see a 4% beer. The last time I saw a beer this light was Little Bits from Brutal Beer Works, RIP.
We've had 4% type stuff.
No.
Yes, we have.
What has been 4% that we've had lately? Like
I-
ever. Even like like we're gonna have Mountain Dew.
We just
tonight.
freaking strawberry blonde is 4.3%.
Yeah, 4.3. It's not 4. It's not 4%.
Oh, shut up.
It's not
Shut
4%.
shut your mouth, hooker.
Because
Okay.
Shiner puts out beers that are lower as well. Like Shiner actually has beers that are like they're light lager. They might have a beer that's like a 3.7, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's the prickly pear or they have a beer that is a little bit lower. But let's focus on garage beer right now. We can
Yeah.
complain later on the live
You
stream
can complain later. You
because
can
we'll be
complain.
live tonight at 8 o'clock. So
That's what
if you're
you do.
watching this, go back and check us out. But this is a lie. It's not 7%, 7 p.m. anymore. Look, 7%. It's not 7% anymore. It's 7 p.m. It's 8 p.m.
It's 7 p.m. Eastern,
Yeah.
just not Central. So
8 p.m. Eastern is 7 p.m. Central.
but if we were in Eastern,
But if we were there, it'd be 7 p.m. here, you doofus.
it's 8 p.m. there.
It's
We're
7
doing
p.m. Mountain Time. That's like, oh my God.
At certain parts and time of the year, it's 7 p.m. in like Arizona, because they don't observe.
That's why I said
daylight
Mountain Time.
savings time.
Yeah.
They're
We got to get on board with that, but we need to leave it the way it is now. This is how I want it.
I'm
to
okay
hold
with
it.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trump, we're looking at you.
buddy, come on, help us out.
Come on, dude.
Help us. Do something.
He said he
Do
would
it.
look into it because it was brought up to him, after he got in. He's like, it's there's 50-50, this, that, but I'll look into it. Okay, stop looking into
I
it.
think he's just worrying about making Canada the 51st state, and then he'll knock out the time change thing. I think that it's going to fall like that. So cool. Just get it hammered through. Push
But
it through, as they say.
garage beer,
Yeah.
not bad. Not bad. It's a 4%. This is you're sitting in your driveway drinking all night. You got the kids in bed. You're outside. You got, I don't know, maybe you got some old school,
Van Halen on the
Metallica
radio.
playing. I'm thinking like
Metallica.
old school Metallica. Oh, Nothing Else Matters playing in the background. Maybe you got a little, hey, baseball season. You got some baseball on the TV in the garage. You're sitting out there. You tell the missus, hey, I'm going to go straighten up the garage. But really, you're just knocking back beers, and your buddies are walking by like, hey, guys, I got a whole cooler full of beers here.
Yeah. It's 2 a.m. You got Creed on, and you're
right?
just trying to enjoy yourself.
I mean, let me just tell you, I'm
With
6 feet
arms
from the
wide.
edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down.
Oh God, I sing that all the time when I come around I walk around the house.
I mess with the kiddo all the time. We're in the car and like songs will come on, and that one came on. I'm like, hey, this is your new walk-up song. And she's like, no, it's not, Dad. I'm like, no, this is it. Because you're 6 feet from the edge, and you're thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Like, let's just think about that. That shit's deep. But garage beer, what's the average score on this one?
This one is at a 3.43, which is kind of weird. Wasn't the other one like above 3.5?
It was like 3.5. I actually like this better than I do the other one.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give it a 3. I don't think it's because with Untappd, you're 0.25 increments, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's a 3.25, but I think it's better than the lime. But I'm giving them both a 3. Like it's a 3. It's nothing to write home about, but it's, again, I show up and you toss me one of these, I'm going to drink it, and then I'm going to ask you for another one when I'm done.
I almost did 2.75 on the last one, and I feel like this one it checks all the boxes for an American light lager. So I think it needs to be a 3.25. It's a little bit about, and because the crushability's there, I might go 350, but with it being 4%, I'm going to deduct that quarter of a point. So we're going to be at 3.25 on this one for me. A little bit lower than the average that we see there. You're obviously a little bit lower than me as well. But I mean, for it being it's a light lager, it's an American light lager, it's super light. I would compare this to, say, Mick Ultra, something like that. That's just a light, super light beer. Low on ABV, 10 on the IBUs according to Untappd, which is fine because most of them are usually are lower on the IBUs. But the crushability's there. It looked just like a super light lager. Had good head on it, good carbonation altogether. It's a thumbs up for me. We'll try again. I've got 23 more to go. And I do like the 3 carb part, right?
Right.
I do.
You're a keto guy, right? You gotta high tone everybody. Not only are you like anti, like, oh, if it's under 5%, what am I doing? You're also like, whoa, look, buddy, 3 carbs, okay, I'm in. 5 carbs, I'm out. But you give me 3 carbs, because that keto and I gotta watch my weight.
I've got to knock back 4 5-carb beer or malt liquor beverages, Mountain Dew, tonight on this live stream. I don't want to hear your mouth. I'm doing it because I'm here for the show. But yeah, no, I'm not like that guy. But I do watch I don't drink Cokes and stuff. I mean, I just don't. I save all my carbs, all my sugar, everything like that for candy, jelly.
If you haven't watched the live stream from this week, go back and watch it, because it's just going to be about how high tone and how fancy Rapid Dave is. The fact that he's not walking around at all times wearing a top hat and a monocle is ridiculous, because that's what he is. He's no longer a man of the people. He's a man of the high society. Okay.
You get a couple Smirnoffs in you get awfully mouthy. You know that?
I hadn't had one Smirnoff tonight. But here's what I know. I'm a man of the people. And we all know I'm a man of the people. And you You've left the people behind. You've abandoned them. You've forsaken them. If you see them in public, you turn your nose to them. You want nothing to do with them.
Well, that's because I got social anxiety. I don't even answer when someone says my name out loud in public. I'm nope. I walk off.
But
Not
hey,
today.
have you guys had garage beer yet? Let us know what you think. Tell us. If you haven't, go get it. And again, if you're local, DFW area, go to a Winco, get a 12-pack for $6.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that. You can't. You probably can't go to your local bar and get it on tap for under $6.
Yeah.
Right?
Big shout out to Daniel Boyd too for sending me that message. So I appreciate it. Thanks so much. If you watching, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. $5.88 for a 12-pack of beer. Come on.
Go do it. And they also have the not the derail, but the strawberry shiner blonde for like $8 for a 12-pack of the bottles. So go get you some. But let us know what you guys think. We love you guys. We appreciate you. As always, I am Alan, the man of the people.
And I'm High Road RD.
Yeah. We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.